This is David Bernstein from the Fredcast. For INTERBIKE TV, we're live from the show floor with Michael Brown. He's the brand manager for Trek mountain bikes, and we're standing in front of the Remedy. Now, this is a carbon fiber mountain bike. Tell me a little bit about that, because I think some people may have some reservations.
Yeah, they do. I think so. You know, we've had carbon fiber bikes for a long time in the top fuel and the Fuel AX categories, and we kind of feel like there was a rush in the marketplace to bring carbon fiber to all mountain bikes. We know, we have great history with carbon fiber, one of the leaders in the industry. In fact, I consider us the leader in the industry. And we knew that carbon has infinite possibilities.
Sure.
We also know that there's a right material for the right application. All mountain, greater speeds, bigger hits, faster rocks coming at your down tube, that kind of thing. We knew that something more needed to be developed. So we developed the new Remedy OCLV carbon frame, and it has a technology in it called carbon armor. Mm-hmm. And carbon armor is unique in that it has a unique orientation of the fibers, a unique layup procedure, and it also has the carbon armor shield on the underside of the down tube as well. We think this is making carbon fiber completely appropriate for the all-mountain category. It can withstand great hits. You're not going to walk away with cracked frames like you might with another competitor, mm-hmm. And we think it's bringing carbon fiber to a new level.
So by using carbon fiber in an all-mountain bike, what kinds of benefits is the rider going to experience?
Well, when we moved to the OCLV carbon frame this year, we dropped about 2 pounds out of the platform. Not all that's in the frame, but we did see a great weight savings benefit here. So not only are you making it lighter, you're going to make it stiffer, and as we're finding out with this new carbon armor technology, you're actually making it more durable than aluminum. So I think all those three things are very compelling reasons to hop on board the Remedy this year.
So I think people might be a little bit surprised to find out that you're talking about a more durable frame than an aluminum frame.
Yes, yeah, we've done a lot of testing. In fact, we looked at what Boeing's done,
okay.
And they've set a type of test where they measure the impact of birds hitting fuselage. And we said, it's a very similar thing, rocks hitting down tube. Let's take a look at that. And so the test that we've developed measure a 150-gram object hitting the down tube at about 38 miles an hour. That's, the kind of speeds we're talking about here for all mountain riding. And the frame can withstand it. With the aluminum frames, what we find is that you'll get a dent, and then you'll get some inconsistent fatigue failures over the life of pedaling, big hits, ultimate load test kind of thing. Yeah. But with the OCLV carbon fiber, it withstands it.
Tell me about some of the other technologies that are in this bike.
Well, the Remedy carries the many of the technologies that are present throughout the Trek lineup: mm-hmm. Active braking pivot, full floater, and E2, and then also Evo rocker link. So we could start at the back with the ABP. What active braking pivot does, actually let's start with what it actually is. It puts the rear suspension pivot concentric with the axle. It's directly through. A lot of people put the rear pivot below or above. We're the first and the only company to put it right through the middle, and what that does is it separates braking forces from suspension forces, allowing your suspension to function whether your brakes are on or off. Most other competitors, you're going to find that suspension locks up pretty quickly as soon as you put on the brakes. Mm-hmm. Full floater, great technology, allows us to fine-tune the suspension, gives us a nice pedaling platform, great mid-stroke control, and a seemingly bottomless feel. Also on this bike, something we haven't talked about a lot quite yet is DRCV technology. It's actually a technology that we co-developed with Fox. We brought the idea to Fox, and they're making it for us. It's proprietary to Trek, and it actually creates 2 separate air chambers inside that shock. And what that does for you, about halfway through the stroke, it opens up the second chamber, allowing more air in. And so what that's giving you is it's kind of the coil feel with the weight of an air shock, making this an absolutely phenomenal ride. So that with full floater, tuning the suspension even more, it's definitely a leader in the all-mountain category.
And you talked about the E2, so let's talk about that as well, up here on the front of the bike.
I did, E2. That's a technology we've had for a number of years now. What that is it's a 1 1/8 bearing on the top and a 1.5 on the bottom. You're going to see other people out there pushing the 1.5. We think this is the solution. It puts material where it matters most, and it allows the versatility of the 1 1/8 inch stems, and you don't have to get a beefy, heavy 1.5 bearing on the top where it really doesn't matter.
Makes sense. And what about the line? A number of models in the Remedy line?
Yes, yes. We had Remedy in aluminum before. This year we have the Remedy 7 and the Remedy 8, and that's about 2,600 and about 3,800. And then the Remedy 9.8 and the 9.9. Those bikes share the same carbon fiber frame. The only difference is the spec. And you're looking at about 45 and about 58 for the 9.8 and the 9.9. And every bike carries all those technologies we talked about.
And where can people get more information?
Trekbikes.com or your local Trek retailer.
Sounds good. Michael, have a great show.
You too. Thanks, David.
Absolutely. And this is David Bernstein for INTERBIKE TV. From the Fredcast, we're live from the show floor.